Okay, we finished our sight word practice. Our last item today to do is reading comprehension. This is what the page looks like. It's called Phonics Reading Comprehension, and as you can see, it has the dash A-N, N. So all these words that we're focusing on are going to have the "an" sound in it. So I'm actually going to sound it out and read it for you if you struggle to do it yourself. So here it says, Dan has a tan van. Dan has a tan van. Dan's van is too hot. The van had no fan. Dan took his tan van to a man named Stan. Dan took his tan van to a man named Stan. The man looked at Dan's van. He said he can fix Dan's van. Stan put a new fan in Dan's van. Dan's van is not hot. Now Dan's van is cold. Dan likes to drive his tan van now. Okay, at the top it says I can read it 3 times. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to mark it that I read it once. A good reader goes back and reads because we have questions we need to answer. So I'm going to read it to you again. Dan has a tan van. Dan's van is too hot. The van had no fan. Dan took his tan van to a man named Stan. The man looked at Dan's van. He said he can fix Dan's van. Stan put a new fan in Dan's van. Dan's van is not hot. Now Dan's van is cold. Dan likes to drive his tan van now. All right. Now that's 2 times I read it. Now one more time. Dan's van, sorry, the title, wow, okay, let me try it again. Dan's tan van. Dan has a tan van. Dan's van is too hot. The van had no fan. Dan took his tan van to a man named Stan. The man looked at Dan's van. He said he can fix Dan's van. Stan put a new fan in Dan's van. Dan's van is not hot. Now Dan's van is cold. Dan likes to drive his tan van now. All right, that was the 3rd time. I can mark it, and now I'm going to answer the questions. Here it says I can answer this one in red. So you don't have to use a pencil. You can actually use a crayon to answer it. Okay. The question is, what does Dan have? Let's think. Well, here it says Dan has a tan van. See right here, right at the top? So that's what I'm going to write there. Dan, capital D, A-N, space, has a tan van. And then I'm going to give my punctuation at the end, give it a period. Okay, next one says I can use an orange crayon to answer it. What is wrong with Dan's van? Well, right after it here, it says Dan's van is too hot. So I'm going to say his is, and make sure it starts with a capital letter, van, finger space, is too, oh, and I'm going to make sure I use this to, the T-O-O, hot. And I'll put a period at the end. Fan is too hot. Okay, and the last question can be done in green, it says. is. Who did Dan take his van to? I remember reading that he took it to a guy named Van. So he, capital H, lowercase e, because it's the beginning of a sentence. He took, I remember it said it here. He took his tan van to a man named Stan. He took his van to, okay, I'm out of room, so I'm going to come down to the next line. A, still lowercase, man named, which is right up here, Stan. Capital S, because that's his name, T-A-N, Stan.